In this video, I'm breaking down my GPU mining rigs. I'm setting up a local AI machine. I'm going to set up OpenClaw and attempt to automate everything in my life and my business. I'm a small business owner. I own a small gym. And other than coaching, I do everything in the business, so I'm going to try to automate as much as possible. Okay, here we are. This is my messy office before I broke anything down. I have 4 GPU mining rigs. You can see a bunch of GPUs in there. Turns out I have about 22 or 23, a couple non-LHR 3070s, which didn't think I would ever sell for as low as they sold for, but here we are. A bunch of 6700s and 6600 XTs. Up top, I'm going to show you my beloved RTX 3080 Founders Edition that's in that gaming PC right there. Who knows? Maybe we'll sell that too and buy a new gaming GPU. But here we are. I'm breaking everything down. I'm going to sell everything, track to the penny the amount of money that I make on this, the amount of money that I spend on this journey, because I have a feeling that I'll be spending some money upgrading machines. We're going to see if we can build something cool with OpenClaw and start automating things in the business. I know that this video is showing me breaking it down in real time, but this was actually a couple weeks ago. I have already broken everything down, as you'll see in this video. The office is much cleaner, which I will show. Actually, if you look where I am, you can kind of see that's where the rig was. I'll point the camera down. And it's really just boxes now with GPUs. So super clean there. And then this rig right here is what I built. You can see me kind of setting that up now. I have a 3700, the only one left over. The other 2 sold. 32 gigabytes of DDR4 and a 5900X processor. So we'll see what happens. As you can see here, going through Ubuntu. I'm not going to go too deep into this. I hooked my HDMI cable up, Belina Etcher, set up Ubuntu on that, and then plug it in and install it. There's a bunch of videos here, on YouTube rather, on how to set up OpenClaw, so I'm not going to waste my time or yours doing that. Let's get into what I actually built. All right, jumping up ahead, this is my dashboard. I know this is kind of cliche, everyone's doing this, but I think that's for a reason. It does make it easier to manage your business or whatever you're automating with a dashboard. I think that's why everyone's doing it. Some people like to use a text-only thing. I heard someone saying like, oh, I don't need another app. I want to get rid of all my apps. I just want to have everything in a chat. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, for some people that's fine, but for me, I'm definitely not doing that. I want to see everything. This is my dashboard. Let's go through this. Up top, I have my mission. Right now, it's to automate everything possible in my business and create content around the process. Right up here, I might set this up. Right now, it's just a placeholder to track AI spend. When I first started, I was blasting through API tokens. Now I'm using my OpenAI subscription, so I'm fine there. And I might do some thing tracking the PC there, but that's a placeholder. These are my agents. Me, Sydney runs ChatGPT 5.1. I'll have this all live with like models and what they're working on eventually. And then Olivia is named after my daughter. She's the execution. She does a little bit of local model work on Qwen 3 8B. Good enough for me to run locally on a RTX 3070. I haven't messed around with that much since I switched to my subscription, and I'm not really running out, so no point in me using that right now, but that will happen. So continuing, this is just a goals path so that I keep where I'm going. This is not tasks, this is what I'm working on. It's not set up yet, but so none of those are accurate, but it will be when I'm done. And then today's focus would just be what I'm actually doing today. Again, these are all placeholders. It's not fully set. What I did set up is nutrition. I'm going to try to eliminate a bunch of subscriptions for software. And the nutrition app I use is coming up at the end of the month. It's $100 a year. Nothing crazy, but why give them $100 when I like to build stuff and I like money? So this is fully functional. Tracks my macros, has an API for food, although I'm entering my own meals more often than not, just because I like to know it's correct. You know, there's some variants in different foods, so I want to use the exact labels I'm using, and I use a local meal prep service. So, like this low carb buffalo chicken quesadilla, I didn't actually have that for breakfast. I was testing it out. That's from a local meal service. I will also add in functionality to set a goal, whether it's gain muscle, lose fat, maintain, all that stuff, and it will adjust calories based on my weight loss. I would like to figure out if I can find a scale that syncs with this. That's the one thing I'm worried about. Right now, when I weigh in, it automatically syncs with the app. So this way, I don't have to enter my weight or my body fat. It just syncs and adjusts automatically. So I'm sure I'll figure that out, even if it involves getting a new scale. Beyond that, oh, the best thing is I can do this with voice. So that was kind of why I started this, other than to save money, was running a business, having another part-time job, having 2 kids. I wanted a way to saying, hey, I had the same dinner that I had last night, add it in for tonight, or hey, I had 85 grams of chicken. Well, I would never do that. I had 170 grams of chicken, a half cup of rice, and my Costco guacamole. Add that to lunch. That will save me time when I'm super busy. And this is all built out. I won't go too much into it, but if you're interested on how I built it or what it does, let me know, drop a comment, and as I build this further, I will share that with you. Okay, so what am I exactly going to do with this? I feel like there's a lot of videos saying, hey, this is life-changing, and I built a mission control for what? I don't know. I actually have a business, and I plan to automate as much as possible. Things that I am going to start with is reviewing a report every week. So I want to go through people that haven't been in the gym in 2 weeks, reach out to them, maybe a birthday post, social media post. So that'll be like weekly. Automating texts to my coaches to confirm payroll, checks sent out, and schedules, all that good stuff. And then beyond there, the long-term goal would be to completely replace my gym software, which cost me like $400 or $500 a month all in. And most importantly, other than the money, is the ability to talk with that software via ChatGPT and Telegram or iMessage. So I want to be able to go into it and say, hey, pull up the list of people who haven't been here in 2 weeks. Okay, go through these people. All right, well, these people make sense, but this one person, they should have been there. Let's send them a text. Right now, I can't do that. Not that it's super hard, but I'm busy and I want to save time and be efficient. So I'd love to build that out. So I'm going to try to automate as much as I can for this business and document as much as possible. If you're interested in that, stay along. I do have a little update. So I did start breaking these rigs down a couple weeks ago. This video isn't all in one day. This has been happening for probably about a month now. I've been building a ton and cleaning the room. Although you can't tell, most of the room is clean on this side where the desk is. Although rigs are gone except for this one. But anyway, long story short, I sold 2 video cards and a broken remote control car that was sitting on the floor. The remote control car was probably 20 years old and it sold for $60 and it was broken. So I'll take it. And then I sold 2 of my 3070s. I still have one left running in the machine, but I sold them for like $230. All in, I'm about like $500 profit before eBay's cut, and I think I sold another motherboard today. So we'll see if that sale goes through. If it does, I'm about $500 in profit from these cards and the remote control car and the motherboard. So all in, $500, and I might have already spent that money because a local store, Micro Center, we have one near us, sells certain products for $100 off, even though they are selling out everywhere. I am now the owner of my first Mac anything. Yes, I have an iPhone, but first Mac. That's going to get set up. That's going to be the main agent. That's going to run ChatGPT with my subscription. This machine is going to run local easy tasks. Right now it's running my memory and heartbeats. I'm going to hopefully upgrade it as things go on, and hopefully I can make some money with this whole process, and then have this do more and more and more. And the Mac Mini will be One, way I can use iMessage, and two, it's going to run on my desk. It's going to be way easier if I need to plug in a mouse or a keyboard or KVM switch kind of thing. It's much easier than I'm running freaking HDMI cables across here. I got keyboards and mice just kind of sitting here. Anyway, so I would love to put this in something a little nicer and just keep that cool Mac Mini. I mean, it's freaking beautiful. Look at this thing. Like, it's amazing. It's beautiful. $4.99. Can't beat it. Anyway, if you find this interesting, stay tuned. I'm going to automate as much as possible and set this Mac Mini up and hopefully try to get them recursive, where one tells the other to do something, the other one checks up on it, gives it feedback, tells it to go do the next thing, and gets kind of like a loop going. So we'll see how that goes. But if you're interested, stay tuned. I would really appreciate if you would like and subscribe. I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to continue building. So come along for the journey.